So, welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be talking all about the Lost Island creature voting. This is really exciting right now because we've had time to vote for our top 10 creatures and we're going to be going through what is winning at the moment and all of the votes. I really cannot wait to see what dino does come to the game in the end. So if you guys are excited for that, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and thank you for all of the support on the channel recently. It has been amazing. So the new Community Crunch 277 came out and has this awesome picture here, which I think if this reminds me of Jurassic World, you know, the second one. Cannot wait for the third one to come out. I've got all of so many actors returning for the Jurassic World film, which would be amazing. But it was top 10 Lost Island creatures, giveaways, and more. So we're just going to get straight in with things now. As you can see, top 10 Lost Island creature voting. So we've rounded up the top 10 upvoted creatures from the community for the upcoming free DLC, The Lost Island. You have until July 30th, midnight to UTC to cast your vote for the creature you want to see in The Lost Island. Follow the link below to participate. So this is obviously pretty crazy because they've only given us, I think they announced this on the 23rd, and they've only given us a week to get our votes in. So that kind of means to me that, you know, this map might not be that long away. They said later in the year. So I reckon it's going to be here within the next month or two. I really do, which is going to be exciting. So before we get through the rest of the community crunch, we're going to hop straight into the creature voting, see what creatures made it, and see how the votes are going. So they did actually, so I'm going to quickly get the submissions up to see the ones that did miss out, but they did actually go with the, if I'm correct, the, what was it called again? Where was it? I think it's the, yeah, there it is. That small, like, sort of bat-like creature, squirrel-like creature. I didn't think they were going to, because I just didn't think it would be that popular, but obviously the votes are in now, and we've got the squirrel, like, flying mount creature. That's currently 5.3% of the vote at 441 votes. We have got in second place the Dino Epithecus. Now, by the way, Wildcard have put together loads of the dossiers for these creatures, so I will go through which is which, but this is the giant prehistoric baboon, 2,402 votes, and it's building up to 28.85% of the vote, which is very interesting, and I can see exactly why this one's so popular. One that isn't actually as popular, and I was so shocked about that, 443 votes with a Ceratosaurus. Now, I feel like this would be awesome in the game, but I kind of understand that there is another carnivore that is kind of taking its place at the moment. But I still feel like this one should have deserved to have a bit more. There's still like 5 days to go. But yeah. And then we've got the Gorgonops here, as you can see, with 5.15% of the vote, 429 votes. We've also got the giant prehistoric whale with 5.0. A lot of them are quite close, which is quite interesting. 418 votes. Then we've got 490 votes for the Bizon, which is like the giant bull-like creature. And then the lowest one that is currently losing the vote is the at 2.23 is the like fishing pole, like fishing, like it's got the long neck. I will show you guys as soon as we go through the votes. Then we have another shoulder mount, which I think picks up high quality loot with 5.74. Then we have the like Spino-like creature, like sort of similar to the yeah, basically like a Spino-like creature that can swim and everything, 262. And the current holding winner at this very moment in time, it's still very close with 2,776, and I'm going to call it the ARK because I can never pronounce it, and loads of you guys said to call it that obviously in the video, is going to be, it's currently winning. So I'm kind of happy about that because I did make a video saying, I don't want to like promote, I don't want to promote what I think too much because I don't want to influence the vote, but I did like this one quite a lot. I thought this is awesome. It's obviously a carnivore, but let's go through what they all look like. So at number 1 was the flying squirrel, which I showed you guys earlier. As you can see, this poll will be open until Thursday the 30th of July. As we scroll down here, we've got the Dino Epithecus. This is the giant prehistoric baboon. Loads of them have fan-made dossiers, which is really awesome. And obviously a big shout out to all the dossier creators here as well. We've got the Ceratosaurus dossier created here as well. This is why I thought it looked really cool. It's not massive, because as you can see, like there's a survivor there, and it's kind of a bit like an Allo and a Carno put together type thing. But yeah, I just think that it would have been cool, but I kind of do understand the reason why it is losing, and I will show you guys why. We've also got a Gorgonops. This has been one that people have wanted in the game for a very long time, but you know, it's just something that you can't see happening when there's so many other awesome ones. You know, it would be something I wouldn't turn down if it came to the game, but still, as I said, I can't imagine it happening. We've got another fan-made dossier here for the Leviathan, is that it? It's the, I don't know. Well, all I know is that it's a giant whale, and it does have a dossier here. You can pause the video at any point if you want to read through these dossiers as well, guys, because some of them sound really, really awesome. And then we've got the Bizon with a fan-made dossier here as well. It's a big type of cow who wanders around the woods on the island. I mean, I do like it, but at the same time, I'm not like too bothered if this one did come to the game. I'd still like every single one of these creatures. If it became the next official one, I would not complain with. But there are just some that for me I find a lot more cool. Now this is the one that is losing currently, and it's the fishing pole dino, which is obviously meant to be used to collect fish for you to like, and it looks like it would have been very useful, but again, I can understand why it isn't winning the vote. Sounds really cool, and I really thought this was a good idea, whoever did vote for this. So this is called the Yi-Q, or I can't even pronounce it, but it's meant to find you like special loot, as I said, like, you know, high quality loot around the map. It's a shoulder mount. As you can see, look, it rips together off of the supply drops, which I think sounds cool. Rather have like an actual big creature in the game, but it was a really cool idea to put in there. Next, we've got the Sucho, I'm going to call it. As I said, it's quite similar to the Spino. This one is second from last, if I'm correct. But yeah, I thought this was still a good shout, but I realised why it's not winning. And then here we have the Kark, or I'm going to call it, whenever I try and pronounce it, it's like Carchodontosaurus or something. But yeah, it is just unbelievable. And I will obviously read for a little bit about, you can read the creature submission here right now. This was when it was first posted. It just sounds like it's going to be fantastic. This is the size of it compared to a survivor. And I think there's another really cool picture of it. People were saying it's just a Giga, but it really isn't. And it's not, I don't think it's going to be as big as a Giga, but it will probably battle it in a sense of things, which would be really cool in game. But yeah, this is currently winning the votes, as I said, with over 2,000 and something. So it is still all quite close. You've got the two leaders here, which is, you know, winning the race. But then there are still quite a lot of close ones building up. So you never know. I can't imagine the other ones will win. You know, these two are so far ahead now with only 5 days to go. But you can never rule all of them out. So obviously on the submissions page, there was quite a few that did actually miss out. I think they've actually got rid of the votes now, which is quite frustrating, because before there was like, you know, loads and loads of different votes. They've just mainly got views now, but it's just going to show that, you know, so Alpha Giga was even there. So that's a bit annoying. It would have been nice to see like the list from the top to the bottom to see what just missed out on a chance of coming to the game. But yeah, still anyway, quite cool. So we're going to go through the rest of the community crunch, and then we'll go for one final recap of the voting at the end. There's some Summer Bash giveaways. A huge thanks to the ARK community for the Summer Bash content that was shared all over social media. We had a blast sharing all of your images and videos around, and below are the winners on Twitter. And Stevie Lad actually won one. Big shout out to Stevie Lad. He's been someone that has been in the community for as long as I have, which is like 5 or 6 years. And we actually did a series back in the day before, obviously, you know, when ARK first came out on console, which is a big shout out to Stevie Lad, and shout out to everyone else that did win as well. Ticket submission process in an effort to I think is this talking about bug reports and everything. I think when reporting a bug, it's very helpful to our QA team to include like the steps required to so basically all Wildcard is saying here is if you can try and get video evidence of like bugs or exploits and stuff that you want to share with them, then please make sure to do that. It helps them out so much, because they basically say that sometimes people like submit bugs and they just can't find the problem, so it really helps them if you can give them as much information as possible. The Evo event, no Evo event, as the Summer Bash has just finished, so I don't really know, if I'm honest with you guys, when I could be when we can all be expecting the next Evo event. But when I know, I'll let you guys know. Then Community Corner, we got Every Night Right being another YouTuber that's been in the community again for like years and years and years. Really looking forward to seeing what type of content he makes for ARK 2 as well. Another YouTuber here with some other information on, you know, I think it's like an Explorer Note type thing. We've got some fan art. Yeah, look, so some of this stuff is fantastic. You guys know I mention it every single community crunch when I make a video on it. It's so awesome. Some of the, you know, just everyone in the art community is so talented. This one is of an acro, actually. The acro didn't make the voting list, but I thought it was a really cool design of an acro there. And then we've got some Discord artwork here, which is cool, and an ex-Mosasaur, which is interesting. What's this? Oh, okay, that's what it is. I didn't even realise that for a second. We've got some final in-game screenshots, as you can see, of the Dodo Rex. And then this is the one that reminds me so much of Jurassic World. But yeah, that was probably one of the saddest scenes ever in the film. And then some more like in-game screenshots of some really awesome builds and stuff. And then Wildcard went on to See You Next Week Studio Wildcard. So that is the full community crunch from this week. Things are really getting exciting with the creature voting right now, as you can see. It's really cool stuff, and I cannot wait to see what does come to the game out of the top 10 list. As I said, not mentioning what I voted for, because I know even in the video, it's you guys kind of understand what's my favorite ones, and if I was to say what my favorite ones, by the way, go for your vote, don't listen to me, but the top two, all I'm going to say is I am very happy with what the top two is right now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video, guys. Get your votes in if you haven't already. It's on the Survive the Ark website, and you go and find the Community Crunch. Leave a like on today's video, subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video tomorrow. See you guys later.